guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to do the video on the 1972 Bsa 500 Gold Star SS. A little bit of history on Bsa. They started in like 1861. It's Birmingham Small Arms, and they were producing like rifles and guns and, you know, kind of ammunition and stuff. And I think it was in 1910 they produced their first like motorized bicycle. They'd been you know, making bicycles before that, but in 1910 was their first motorized bicycle. And they were making bikes all the way up to 1973 until they went out of business. The Gold Star, not this model, but the actual real Gold Star, was made in 1938, and it ran till 1963. And they got the name Gold Star because it was an Empire Star, Bsa Empire Star, that won, that lapped Brooklands at 100 miles an hour, and they were given a Gold Star for doing that. So they decided that they would build a bike and call it the Bsa Gold Star. So they were made until 1963, when they ceased production of the Gold Star. And then this one came out in 1971. You know, people didn't like what they did with this one, calling it the Gold Star, because it wasn't really like, you know, an authentic Gold Star, if you like, that had the race heritage. So anyway, this one is the 1972 Gold Star. They made these from 71 to 73 when Bsa went out of business. It's a shame, really, because Bsa, they were the biggest manufacturers of motorcycles in the world. Every 1 in 4 motorcycles was a Bsa. So you know, it was down to poor management and different things. The 70s were not a good time for you know, engineering or anything like that. So anyway, they went out of business. Okay, how did I come to buy this bike? Well, what it was I took a day off work and was looking at auction sites on the internet, as you do on your day off. And I was looking at Bring a Trailer, and this one was on sale. It had about an hour or so to go, and it was pretty reasonable, to be honest. So I thought, you know, I'll make a bid on it. And it did go up a little bit in price, but eventually I did win, and so hence I ended up with a bike. So that's what you get for taking a day off work. Okay, this bike was supposedly from a collection of Bsa motorcycles that somebody had owned down in Southern California. It's got 12,000 original miles, that I believe is correct. It's had quite a bit of work done to it. I don't think it's had like an engine rebuild or anything like that, but has had oil pipes redirected. This one is a oil in frame bike, and you check the oil here by screwing this out, and it has like a dipstick, so you can check the oil. And there is like a kind of a reservoir under the seat, and supposedly the oil gets like trapped in this little reservoir and never gets used. So what they did, they put some oil pipes in it, and to redirect the oil from there, so all the oil gets used in the bike. It does leak oil, as you can see. Before you guys say anything, yes, British bikes leak oil. but this one a little bit more than normal. So I haven't had the skid plate off yet, but I think that it's probably like an oil pipe that's not sealed properly, because the engine itself is quite dry. So that is something that I have to investigate. Okay, let's go over a few controls here. On this side, there's this is the dip switch for the headlight and main beam. You've got the horn. Let's check the horn. I haven't even checked the horn to see if it works. Let's check it out. Oh, it does. It's quite loud too, so that's good news. This one came with a tack. Okay, that is a factory tack that was an extra at the time. Normally they only come with a speedo, or most of them come with a speedo, but this one has the tack. On this side you have the indicators here, which do work. The indicators do work, and fuel filler cap. On this one, being an early British bike, it has the gear change lever on the right hand side, and the brake on the left hand side. Fuel shut off here. This one is the main one when you have the bike running. The other side is for reserve. So if you're getting low on fuel, you can put that one on. The last of the BSAs, they put like indicators on them here, because, you know, I think by then the Japanese had kind of, you know, taken over the market, and, you know, they had all the thrills and spills of, if you like, of all the little add-ons like indicators. But before the 70s, BSA didn't put the indicators on. So this was kind of a last ditch effort to sell bikes, and obviously, you know, they went out of business. This model was mainly sold in the US. You can buy them in the UK, but they targeted the US market for this model. Okay, the color of this bike is called High Violet. So you can imagine back in Birmingham when this was made, somebody would say, "What's the color of that bike, mate?" And they would say, "Well, it's High Violet." And they would say, "It looks like purple to me." But anyway, it's called High Violet. So this is the original color. I believe the tank has been repainted, so I was told. But the rest of the bike, the mud guards, these side covers here, either side, are original paint. This is a 500cc model. I believe they do these, or did these, in a 250 model, but this is the 500Ss. This is like a street come off-road version of this bike. You wouldn't want to go scrambling, I would say, like over hills and stuff like that, but you probably could go down a dirt road on this bike. When I got the bike, I got a folder full of stuff, so let's just show you what I got with the bike here. Okay, we got extra keys, which is unusual, to be honest, for to get stuff like that. Now, this bike did appear in this magazine here. I believe this was like 2008 or 2004 or 2008. I can't remember what year this came out, this magazine. But anyway, this is a page. I haven't torn the page out of the actual magazine because, you know, obviously I don't want to ruin the book. But this is the actual bike that appeared in the magazine. So it tells you about, you know, the history of the bikes, and all the rest of it. So we got that. What else did we get? We got the handbook. Okay, this one shows you a diagram of the oiling frame. I've heard people say that this is sometimes not a good idea, because, you know, if something ever went wrong with the engine, say, and it like kind of blew apart or, you know, failed, you would get bits of metal or fragments that may mix with the oil, and when once that is in the frame, you would probably never get it out of the frame. Whereas the tank would be here, the oil tank. You could have taken the oil tank off, drained it, and you know, do any repairs that you needed to do, and go back to the way the bike was. But with the oiling frame, if something happened like that, I think it could be a bit of a problem. What else did we get with the bike? Okay, I got the diagram. I mean, not really sure what's going on, but anyway, this is a diagram of what they did with the redirection of the oil. We got a BSA dating certificate. This is an original engine, original frame. The bike is totally original, and so this is a dating certificate to tell you when the bike was delivered. It was dispatched to Baltimore, and tells you it was a 500, 1972. Also here we have various bills for the bike, of work being done to it. I believe there was about $1,200 spent on it before I got the bike, on different things that needed to be done to it. But anyway, you know, I just wanted to show you the stuff that I got. Oh, here's something here that I wanted to show you. The guy was trying to sell the bike. Okay, highlights: matching engine and frame, second owner, unrestored original condition. It's high violet color. Oh, this one came with a 4-gallon gas tank, which is a lot of them only came with a 2.5-gallon gas tank. Okay, optional full-size tack, factory handbook, different things. Okay, improvements: center stand, Boyer electronic ignition, spin-on oil filter. Oh yeah, this one I didn't show you this, but this one has the spin-on oil filter. It's probably better on this side of the bike, just down here. So this is like an improvement for the spin-on oil filter here. And it says additional hosing added to draw oil from normally unused area under the seat. Okay, and a new main shaft oil seal. Okay, imperfections: small tear on edge of the seat, which I haven't really found. Okay, slow oil leaks when bike is sitting for long periods. You know, that's not true, because the bike leaks oil even if it's sat for like 10 minutes. So something I have to work on. I'll keep you updated on that, about how I go on with that. I've got to take the skid plate off and investigate all the tubing underneath. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, a couple of other things about the bike. Okay, these came with a twin leading shoe here at the front with an air intake. Obviously at the back it's just, this is a drum brake, but it's a twin leading shoe. The rear brake is just a single regular drum brake. So, but that's an original wheel that came with the bike. So the chrome's in great shape on both front and back. All the chrome on the headlights good. the forks were supposedly rebuilt, the seals. I like this style of exhaust, to be honest. You know, I kind of think it looks good, and the way the bars sit here. So yeah. So anyway, on these, the transmission is it's a 4-speed transmission. Okay, the gear shifter's on the right hand side here, and this is 1 down and 3 up for the gear shift. First gear is very high geared on this, and you tend to kind of slip the clutch, if you like, to you know, get rolling. I've heard people say that, you know, these are not a good like traffic bike, and what I mean by that is, you know, if you're in a lot of stop and start traffic, you're constantly, you know, kind of slipping the clutch because of the high first gear. But apart from that, this changes gear very smoothly, and you know, it rides quite nice actually. There we have it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. I'll keep you updated on how I get on with this bike. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, guys.